Hi friends, Rachel Gingell here with my dad Dan. We are at Farmall Land in Avoca, Iowa.
Yes,
Let me run down the line with you and we'll show you some of the tractors. Start out with some Cubs here. I love the two-tone scheme on these Cubs. I think, was it 56 the first year for the two scheme?
In the seat, they got the right fabric seat on that one. That one is a very nice restoration.
Yep, and then a regular red Cub like what I have.
Yep.
And here is that airport
tug. And them are kind of neat because they're narrowed up and they just make a neat little tractor for the job that they had.
Yeah, cute little 130 here.
Yep. In the white scheme.
A next to it with
B. And actually here, we're going to get to it in a minute, these Bs were used in so many applications where they took them apart and made other things with it. We're going to see here in a minute with the honeybee.
Yeah. This 140 has the one-arm loader on it. It's really sweet.
Is that really nice? Look how nice the shape that's in.
Yeah. Here's the busy honeybee.
Honeybee,
or busy
yeah,
bee?
honeybee.
Yes.
And we got to see one of these in person. We have one in our town, and they're a BN Farmall. And if you look, they took the rear end here and they shortened up the axles, took it off, and just put the planetaries here, the drop axles, shortened it up, and made a really cool little loader out of Farmall parts. Big hit and miss engine here.
Yes. You see the back of the fire truck on this road. Then we're going to swing around and get into some muscle tractors here.
Ah, look at this 1256.
Yes.
What a nice restoration. This tractor here is over the top of restoration right here.
And then next to it, behind it, you see a 1456, next size bigger.
Yep, and again, another real nice restoration. And what I noticed about this one is I really like these. He's really into narrow front ends, and this one's got a narrow front on it with real wide 15-inch front tires. What a neat combination.
Then we see an 806. This one has a turbocharger on it.
Oh,
this
yeah.
chrome is added. That's not factory, but it's tastefully done. And this 806 is diesel, but they were also available in gas and LP gas, which are on display here in the museum. We'll see them later on.
And behind you, look at here, Rachel. Look at this black stripe 966. Look how nice of a restoration this is here. This is a really nicely restored tractor.
Yeah. Let's turn around this way and not miss this back row. We
Yes.
got a demonstrator Super C and then a regular red Super C, and behind it just a regular C, a non-super.
Yep. And
Looks like we have a 130 behind it.
No, 200.
A 200 behind it. I thought behind here. Is that a 200 as well? 230.
Yeah. Just keep on going with the C line here. It kept getting better as they went along in different color schemes, more horsepower.
Yep. So if you go back to this back row, it's really hard to get to because it's roped off. But first we see the 756 with the cab is gorgeous. Here's another 806 diesel, but that one's a Wheatland. Look at the fenders on it, how they're smoothed over.
Yeah, look at the nice restoration on that tractor here. And then we got a 1206 with a factory cab, front weights. Oh, just a beautiful, beautiful restoration here.
Yeah. Okay, this 1066 is painted up like the 5 millionth tractor. If you come stand between these Super Cs, you probably will see it really good.
What a nice job they did putting this tractor together. So this is a clone of the 5 millionth tractor.
Yes.
And it's
I'm not,
very nice.
I wasn't sure from Jerry if this is the actual 5 millionth tractor or if it's a copy of it. I was unsure about the story of that. I don't want to start a rumor. So that's that. Next we have another 1206 Wheatland. And look at that, 1206 with front wheel assist. Wow. It's beautiful. And
it's a nice, nice restoration there also.
Yeah.
That's what we noticed here at the museum is there's just one after another of very nice high quality tractors. A 666 Hydro. Again, another nice restoration. Pay attention to detail. These tractors detail the rubber knobs, the seat, the backrest on the seat, new filters on the engine. I mean, they've done a great job of detail.
656, that's a classic tractor.
Diesel Hydro again, Rachel, another Hydro.
Yeah. Okay, here's a Super MTA diesel. Wow.
Yeah.
So in the other room, there's a Super MTA. I didn't realize he also had a diesel.
Yeah,
Wow.
yep. There's a diesel here also. And again, restoration, quality here.
Yeah. Okay.
We forgot this. Look at this little power unit.
Welder.
Yeah, the power unit with a welder on it.
Wow.
And what's real cool is they use the international hood and the international gas tank. That's just so cool, the international unit like that.
That's really sweet.
That's very nice.
It's on back of a 300.
Yeah, utility. It's, again, detail to the max.
All right, 1086 here behind us.
front wheel assist.
Yeah.
And this tractor, again, super clean, factory air conditioning, super nice tractor here.
Yeah. Okay, here's a 560 gas.
You know,
Jerry said this was signed by Miss America 1974.
Yep.
Here's the British version.
Yep.
Okay, here's a Super HTA. This is kind of fun. Oh, we gotta catch up here with the camera. So Super HTA wasn't made by Farmall in the factory. This is somebody that put together
Very
2
creative.
tractors, and it looks so cute. It's really cute.
They did a nice job that they put the 2-point fast hitch on the back, Rachel.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
really made it come together like a tractor that they would actually build. What a nice tractor.
Okay, here's a nice 504. Then we see a 340.
Here's a unique one, Rachel.
LP gas.
An LP Gas 300 row crop. Again, another tractor that's become very collectible because of its uniqueness. And if you look, even the badges say LP Gas on the badges. I mean, he's really done a great job of making sure that the tractors are really a nice quality machines on registration.
Here's another M. Very nice.
A little different paint scheme on this one, kind of different. 460, done up real nice.
706 diesel. Again, we got the Wheatland fenders on this one. Very nice.
Yeah, kind of different machine there. 63.
I think we skipped a row, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Okay, here's a Super H.
53 Super H. It
Yeah.
doesn't have the live hydraulic pump on it.
Okay, so here's the little electrical generator that's a pull behind version. In a little bit, we're gonna see one that like mounted onto the side of the tractor.
This one here had the PTO shaft so that you could run it basically
the
any
one
tractor.
that is right here, the one that's mounted on the tractor. And then on the other end of the museum, he has the one that would go on the 2-point fast hitch. Was it 2-point?
Yep,
hookup?
has
Yeah.
one set up for 2-point fast
Okay,
hitch.
I think that we should cut over here and show this row.
Okay. Then you know, has some machines here too. Which way you want to go?
So here's your high crop row, 856.
HV.
Yeah, Super HV 340. Looks like a 656 farther on down there.
And here's what I want to say about these tractors. If you look, you know, you see a lot of them, they don't go find the big tall tires. They've got the right tall rims on them, the right axles with the wishbones back. These tractors are really nice.
Yeah. So we are at this museum. It is in Avoca, Iowa. It's owned by Jerry and Joyce Mez. It's called Farmall Land USA. This year is the farewell season, so they're closing in September of 2020. If you haven't been to this museum, we're only showing you a small sample on this video. And if you like antique tractors, you need to, it's time to make the trip to come and see it before it is separated. Towards the end of the year, this collection will start to be auctioned off by Gerard Auction. It'll be online, so no matter where you live, you're going to have a chance to bid and own some of these pieces if you want to.